We're gaming. Yeah, we will be gaming here pretty soon. But there's just some stuff I want to go over. Obviously, the biggest one that broke today, I think, is this. I'm sure a lot of you saw this on Twitter. So I didn't even know Logan Paul had a pig, but he bought this pig, I guess, over a year ago. And then today, a shelter found that pig, saying that it was lucky to be alive. So the place has an account, an Instagram and TikTok, I believe, called the Gentle Barn, and it looks like they rescue animals that have been neglected or something. I'm actually not entirely sure. Why don't I just look it up now? I went through their page, but I'm not entirely sure. Besides just being like a really cute, wholesome company, and I don't know if they like actively go out and rescue animals or if they just happen to stumble upon this one. So it's an animal sanctuary that looks to provide a sanctuary for abused animals who would not otherwise be able to find homes. Okay, so then this is their mission. They seem like a really great org, and they happen to find Logan Paul's pig. And this is what they said. She'll never be alone again. Pearl was found abandoned in a field next to another pig who had died. She came to us with tattered ears and a potentially life-threatening infection in her uterus that has since been healed. She's clearly been through so much trauma that we can't begin to imagine, but she's now safe with us at the Gentle Barn. From what we've been told, it's believed she was purchased originally from a breeder by an influencer. People often buy mini pigs or teacup pigs for clout online, believing they will stay small. When they inevitably grow very large and have many unexpected needs, they're sadly discarded. While we don't know everything she's been through in her past, we know her life is now filled with friends, nutritious food, and the highest quality care and so much love. It's thanks to your support that we're able to say yes to rescues like Pearl. Thank you for being part of our work to rescue and rehabilitate animals with nowhere else to go. So I'd only seen their TikTok. I didn't actually see this whole statement. It seems like a genuinely just great org, and they found Logan Paul's pig on the verge of death next to another dead pig. Which is really fucked up. Logan, I don't think, has said anything yet. It's unclear if it's like Logan himself who like kicked the pig to the curb, or if Logan, in like his never-ending travels, just left the pig alone and that's how this happened. Either way, it's a severe case of negligence here, if not something much worse. I would assume with Logan's level of wealth, he hires people to like babysit his pets. I'm assuming he has more than just this pig. So maybe they fucked up, but Logan would still be at fault for that too. Like, you can't just perpetually abandon your pets. Type of guy to own tigers and shit? Well, probably, yeah. Do you think this is true? Well, it is true. The pig was abandoned, was close to death, and is now at the Gentle Barn. It's the same pig. This isn't some kind of psyop, I don't think. That's like a hard case to make, that they just have the exact same markings, the exact same size, and I guess in the area around where Logan Paul is, or was, like where his residency is. Like, that'd be one hell of a fucking coincidence. So yeah, I absolutely think that's true. It's just a matter of, was it Logan Paul himself who abandoned the pig and left it to die? Or people he hired that were supposed to take care of the pig and did a horrible job, abandoned it and left it to die. Either way, both are very bad for Logan Paul, but one is significantly worse than the other. Thanks to the resub. MX, Dom, Watch, Gentleman, Dilnado, Sakura, Chatter, Blaze, Gallagher, and the gift sub Jacob. That is wholesome rain. Yeah, I haven't heard of Gentle Barn before, but they seem like fucking saints. They really do. Thanks to resub, Honey Nut, Antho, and Whitney. And Jenna in the Prime VHL. The dead pig was also his. He bought that one because Pearl was feeling lonely and was depressed. Oh, what the fuck? Wait, what? No, that I'm gonna need a source on that. That's so fucking sad. Cause right, like I only see Pearl. He has a little dog. I don't see anything about him having another pig that's not Pearl. Oh man, this is so fucking sad. This is when they brought Pearl in. Read Logan's reply. Did he reply to this? Where? Where did he reply? TMZ TMZ read Logan's reply, dude. Oh, it's in the same article. Dear Gentle Barn, brought to my attention that the pig I owned nearly 2 years ago, Pearl, was rescued and rehomed by your organization. With every ounce of gratitude, I have to thank you. Pearl lived very happily at my home in Encino for about 2 years, treated like the princess she is, bathed regularly, ate variety of healthy meals, roamed the yard, had a shelter and pen of her own. I'd even sleep with her sometimes. You'll come to find she's a very friendly pig and loves to cuddle. When I moved to Puerto Rico in 2020, she was unable to come with me, so she was rehomed at a horse ranch in Santa Clarita. From my understanding, she lived fruitfully there for about 10 months until that homeowner moved as well. Pearl was then rehomed to the farmer across the street with the promise of care. I've heard that he called your organization to pick her up. Shocking and heartbreaking to hear the state she was found. Okay. Alright. That's much better. So then it's the farmer's responsibility. Assuming it's true. Why the fuck was it found hurt and next to a dead pig if it was in someone else's care? That's a really good point. Farmer neglected it, obviously. Yeah, but apparently the farmer's the one that called them. So, surely he would have been paying some level of attention to the pig. If he was just letting pigs die like that, like the pet pigs, why would he bother calling for this one? Also says Pearl was found alone in a field. Nothing about, like, we were called to pick up this pig or anything. Thanks to resub Madra and the gift sub Gunner. And the resub Aaron and Prime Step Bro and Galaxy. Logan deleted his tweet when where he first introduced Pearl. Well, that's a little weird if it wasn't his fault. That is a bit odd. Is TMZ really a reliable source? Well, it's not TMZ's source. This comes from the Gentle Barn, and this is his email. Has nothing to do with TMZ. They're just dumping it. But no, TMZ is not the most reliable source. I completely agree. But this is just from the org and I guess from Logan. Yeah, this is a little fishy. I would very much like to believe this, where it's like a farmer that can absolutely be charged. If he was the one that abandoned, neglected, and then led to the death and almost death of this pig, under the assumption that he was going to take care of them, you can absolutely press for that, I would imagine. But that doesn't really line up super well with the first statement here, with Pearl was found alone in a field next to another pig who passed away. Let me see. Has Gentle Barn posted anything else since this? Let me see. Okay. So in the first statement, we got a call about a pig abandoned in a field. That just doesn't make sense. We got a call about a pig abandoned in a field. Pearl is rehomed to the farmer across the street with the promise of care. It's shocking and heartbreaking the state she was found in. I've heard he called your organization to pick her up. That doesn't make sense. Unless Logan just doesn't understand the first part here. Because the first thing is, we got a call about a pig abandoned in a field, and that's where it was found next to the other dead pig. So if it was the farmer that called to pick it up, that just doesn't connect. Might be reading too much into it, but does he mean the original owner called and not the new owner that neglected? I don't know. That's reading into this a lot. And I don't know if like we're overthinking it or not, but it just doesn't line up super well. It just feels really weird. The second farmer didn't care for it. What it's so hard to understand. If the pig was alive for 2 years, abandoned, it would be dead. What are you fucking saying? If the pig was alive for 2 years, abandoned, it would be dead. Are you having an episode? No one's saying that. What does that even mean? If the pig was alive 2 years, abandoned, it would be dead. What are you saying? Jesus Christ. Oh my god. The farmer ran out of money. Yeah, but then why would he call? There's already a dead pig there. Why would he be the one to call? Because from them, it reads like someone must have seen that this pig was abandoned, called Gentle Barn knowing that they rehome abandoned and abused animals in order to get the pig out. That's what their post reads like, but from Logan Paul's email, it sounds like the farmer that he left it with is the one that called. So the two conflict. Do you see now? Maybe someone who volunteers at the farm made the call. That's super possible. That would make sense. It'd have to be... It would only make sense if it was anyone other than the farmer that took on the pig in the first place. Because that just doesn't match with this. If the farmer is the one that called, knowing what the pig and who the pig was, why would it be abandoned in a field? Surely he would have brought the pig in and been like, all right, here's the pig. I can no longer afford it. As opposed to it being alone in a field next to a carcass of another one. It's just... They conflict. Like, the very definition of abandoned means there's no one else there. It is alone. So if the farmer called, how the fuck is that pig alone? The farmer would have obviously known about it. He would have been like, yeah, here's the pig. Yeah, that's my pig. And that's the dead pig that I didn't care for. Like, to me, it seems like someone must have seen that it was on this farm and called. And Logan must have just got that piece wrong. Look up Piggy Smalls. It was Logan's second pig he got because Pearl was depressed. What? Oh, yeah. I bought another one. Logan Paul, October 3rd, 2021. Yep, well, you're right. He did have two. Is the second pig that was dead Piggy Smalls? You are correct, though. He did have two. In here. That would be so fucking depressing if that dead pig that was next to Pearl is this one. And I have a feeling it probably is. I know pigs are like hyper social, so I imagine they formed like a really tight friendship. Wow, that's sad. So what he said doesn't add up then. Or he's just not mentioning the second pig. Which is very weird. If you don't have either pig, it would be very odd to not even mention the second one in this email. I agree, that would be a bit odd. I'm assuming he'd leave both pigs with the same owner, right? Wouldn't make sense to split them up. He said he moved in 2020. Maybe this video was posted late. I mean, the video was posted October 3rd, 2021. But when was it taken? That's a really good point that for some reason didn't connect in my head till I just said that out loud. He claimed he moved in 2020 and couldn't bring Pearl with him, yet this video is in 2021 where he bought another pig for Pearl and Pearl is playing with that pig. Is he in Puerto Rico right here?
That boy quit! He's gonna be so. Okay, here's some updates. One, I'm in Sweden. ASAP Rocky got arrested here. Really though, I want to do
okay, so he's in Sweden here.
Say a few things. We shot this vlog so long ago. It's kind of shit. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of shit. And also the thumbnail, if you look at it, we have the question.
When does he go back here?
Yeah, again, sorry for the, I mean, I'm just gonna say it, the shit quality of this vlog, but it's kind of cute in some spots. Okay, we'll see you back. Pearl is sleeping. Hi, Pearl.
So is he in Puerto Rico right now? In this clip, is he in Puerto Rico?
Yeah, I did. Alright, so look, little gang, I'm gonna be f***ing honest with you. Pearl is back here, and she's lonely. This, what we're exhibiting right now.
He's not here.
Exhibiting?
Okay.
She is exhibiting.
We are examining her exhibiting.
Ah! We're examining Pearl exhibiting what could be signs of
So then this,
depression.
This is, I have to imagine, just got posted really late on his Facebook. This is an older vlog. Okay, then it just had to have got posted late on his Facebook. He literally said he's in Sweden. These are two different spots. Challenger Games, July 27th. When was the Challenger Games? That was 2019. Okay, so the timeline would make sense. They just got posted very late to his Facebook. He said in the intro. That doesn't matter, though. That wouldn't matter. Very old doesn't mean the same thing. Like, very old is going to be relative, because even this is very old. So that vlog being very old could have been weeks old, as opposed to years old. That wouldn't matter. So this is 2019. All that matters is before 2020. Exactly. So it wouldn't matter how old it is. It's before 2020 is the point. So it still matches up with the timeline of not being able to take Pearl to Puerto Rico. That's the entire point. You are agreeing with me and still being combative. Still, why do you not mention the other pig? That's, like I said, that is very odd. So he did have two pigs. And he is only mentioning Pearl in this email. I would have thought, being the owner of both those pigs, he'd be like, that second pig, what did it look like? I had two. Is the pig that it was next to that's dead, does it match this description? Like, I would have thought he'd inquire about that. Because I have to imagine he didn't split them up. If he rehomed Pearl, he would have rehomed Piggy Smalls in the same spot. Splitting them up would have been very cruel, so I don't think he would have done that. So yeah, that is weird that he wouldn't at least ask about the dead one. There's so much more to this. Look up what happened to Logan Paul's pets. Was he known for having a lot of pets or something that he didn't take care of? Wow. Yeah, it looks like he has had quite a few pets. Wow, this is kind of fucked up. Visiting the dog that killed Maverick. Jesus Christ. I didn't realize he was such a avid pet collector here. No, I saw the first vid. I saw it. I was just scrolling down here. Wow. Yeah, it seems like a lot of his pets die. There's a resub Crowian in the prime binary. The resub Link Twin Worm. Bits J. Okay, that sounds about right, Jay. Thanks for the summary on it. Thanks the Prime Road. Gotta be for content. Well, him buying that pig is absolutely for content. That's 100% what the clout play was. Why are you blaming him for someone else's actions? If he gave it away, it's not his problem anymore. It sucks, but it's like saying if you gave away your cat to someone and they abandoned it, is that your fault? Yeah. Yes. If I gave away my cat and someone like abandoned it and it died or got hurt, that is my fault. Yeah. What point are you making? Make sure the place you're giving it to is a trustworthy place if you actually care about the animal. 100%. You couldn't do the bare minimum to make sure that the person you're giving away the animal to isn't like just going to leave it to die? No, that's wrong. Wow, this is a very divisive opinion. Interesting. So you just give it to random people like, okay, I don't want the animal anymore, not my problem, I'm tired of this pet. You have it. If it dies, it dies. Now it's not my fault. How does that make any sense? Yeah, here, I bought this pet for clout, and then it got depressed, so I bought another pig for clout, but I can't bring them with me, and I don't really want to deal with a headache anymore, so I'm just going to give it to this farmer across the street. What happens, happens. My hands are clean. That's so weird. I can't tell if you guys have ever owned pets or not, or if you're just being contrarian for the sake of it. It seems like a pretty easy path to follow here. Pets can escape. Yeah, but this isn't the case here, not from the sound of things. Thanks to 5 gift subs knocked them. And the resub Rose, Chris, and the Prime Rinkin. Did you know the neighbor? Well, it originally went to the first house here. And then they moved, and then instead of taking Pearl back, he just let Pearl go to the farmer across the street. Isn't he rich? Why couldn't he take the pig with? Well, I understand why he might not have been able to take the pig with him to Puerto Rico. But he's rich. If he actually cared about it, he could have absolutely just had someone babysit the pig in the times that he's away. Like, he doesn't live full-time in Puerto Rico. He goes back and forth constantly. Instead of just placing it somewhere that he clearly didn't care too much to look into, he could have just had someone stay with the pig. He's a tier 1 EMB in the Prime. Fresh Doge in the resub Sinister. And Psycho. What if you give the animal to a trustworthy person and pass it on to someone who's not going to take good care of it and it passes away? Whose fault is it then? If they never contacted you, then yeah, I guess that one's not your fault. But that's not what happened here. The owner was moving away. I'm assuming at this point they would have reached out to him since it seems like it went to an organization, not an individual. Looked like he still didn't want it and then it went to the farmer. At least that's the way I am interpreting it. That's what it sounds like to me. And I'm assuming the trustworthy person would have reached out to you about it. But yeah, going through these wonderful hypotheticals. It's not his pig anymore, dumb fuck. Your parents kick you out on the street, you die. Is it not their fault? You're not their kid anymore. Why is it their responsibility? You couldn't figure out a way to save yourself. Your fucking fault, idiot. It's an extreme example, and it's not one-to-one, but even still. It is his pig. He bought that pig. He bought 2 pigs. Pigs are smarter than children. Well, like up to 7 years old. I'm assuming that guy's at least 12. He's typing. Am I a pig? No, I wouldn't. I don't know you. You sound like a very angry Loganger, though, because you've sent 60 messages in one night all about why the pig shouldn't matter. So I would assume you're just barely out of range for that pig to be smarter than you. You probably just passed that threshold.